God says, "My beloved child, I have seen the pain that hides behind your silence. I have watched the storm of words that was spoken against you, and I have felt the weight of what they said. I know that the one you once trusted, the one whose heart you held so close, has begun to speak things that cut deeply into your soul. You have heard whispers, you have felt distance, and you have wondered how someone who once claimed to love you could now speak so cruelly. But listen to me, my child, not every truth that is spoken is pure, and not every lie that wounds you is meant to destroy you. Sometimes, I allow certain words to be spoken not to harm your name, but to reveal hearts, to show who truly walks in love, and who hides behind shadows of fear and pride. Your soulmate is speaking out of pain, not truth. They are trying to make sense of what they lost, of the distance between you, of the lessons they do not yet understand. In their confusion, they have chosen to rewrite the story, painting you as the reason for their sorrow, the cause of their emptiness. But I see deeper. I see the purity of your heart, the times you tried to make peace, the tears you cried when no one was watching, the love you gave even when it was thrown back at you. Do not let their words define you, my child. Do not let their noise drown out my voice. For I am your defender, and I am rewriting this story in heaven. Every false word spoken about you will return as a seed of transformation. Every wound they inflict will become the very reason you rise higher. I am not blind to what they said. I heard when they called you manipulative. I heard when they said you never cared. I heard when they told others that you were not the person they thought you were. But I also know that behind their words is fear, the fear of facing their own mistakes, the fear of losing control, the fear of confronting the truth within themselves. They are speaking loudly now because silence would force them to feel their guilt. Do not hate them, my child. They are not your enemy, they are your mirror. Through them, you are learning the cost of love and the beauty of grace. You are learning that truth does not need defense, it only needs time. And time is working for you. I know how much it hurts to be misunderstood. I know how it feels to love deeply and be accused of things that live only in someone else's fears. You gave your heart sincerely, but they doubted your purity. You stood beside them in their weakness, but they called your patience manipulation. You prayed for them in secret, but they told others you were pretending. And yet, through it all, you remained kind. You chose to stay silent when you could have fought back. That silence, my beloved, was not weakness. It was strength clothed in humility. It was me, working through you. I am using your restraint to build a testimony that cannot be erased. Soon, those who listen to their version will see the truth that lives in your actions. They will see that you did not retaliate, that you did not gossip, that you did not seek revenge. They will see love where others saw lies. Every tongue that rose against you will be silenced not by your words but by your peace. Because peace speaks louder than accusations. And love, true love, cannot be destroyed by rumor or misunderstanding. I know you question me sometimes, asking, God, why would you let them say these things about me? Why do you let people believe lies? And I answer, because truth needs no defense. If I allowed everyone to always understand you, you would never know the depth of my justice. If every lie was silenced instantly, your faith would never grow strong. Sometimes I allow the darkness to echo for a while so that my light can enter more powerfully when the time comes. What you are enduring now is not punishment, it is purification. I am cleansing your name through patience, not through argument. I am making your soul radiant through silence, not through reaction. I am teaching you to trust me when you cannot defend yourself. Your soulmate's words are temporary, but your truth is eternal. I am working in their heart, though you cannot see it yet. There are nights when they lie awake, replaying everything. They tell others you are cold, but they remember the warmth you gave them. They say you moved on, but they still check your presence in silence. They say you used them, but deep down they know you were the one who truly cared. They are lost between guilt and pride, torn between love and confusion. I am allowing them to walk through this so they can see what they have done, not so you may suffer, but so they may awaken. Their words against you will soon become the very reason they turn back to me in repentance. You, my beloved, are called to forgive. Do not repay words with words, or pain with pain. Let me handle it. I am your witness. Every tear you shed has been written in my book. Every wound they caused is being turned into light. I will not let your name be buried under lies. In time, I will lift you so high that even those who doubted you will come to understand. There is a season of revelation approaching. Those who believe the stories will see the truth. They will realize that the one who seemed calm and gentle before them was also capable of deception, and that the one they judged, you, was walking with me all along. I will expose not to shame, but to heal. For truth is not about revenge, it is about restoration. Soon, your silence will speak louder than their explanations. Your peace will become your defense. And when they look at you again, they will not see the version they created, they will see the strength I built inside you. You will not need to explain yourself. I will explain you through the fruit of your life. So, lift your head, my child. You are not what they said. You are not who they painted you to be. You are chosen, refined, and protected. I am walking beside you in this fire, and not one flame will burn you. You are being purified, not punished. You are being prepared, not destroyed. Let the world talk. Let them believe what they choose. Soon, I will make your truth undeniable. You will rise from these ashes, radiant and free. And when that day comes, the same mouth that spoke against you will speak your praise, not because you demanded it, but because I commanded it. Rest now, my beloved. You do not have to fight this battle. I am already fighting it for you. Every word spoken against you is falling powerless before my will. Every judgment cast on you is being reversed. You will not remain misunderstood forever. I will clear your name in my perfect timing. Hold on to love, even when love hurts. Keep your heart pure, even when others misjudge your intentions. Do not let their words harden your soul. You were never meant to become like those who wounded you, you were meant to rise above them with grace. Remember this, I have seen it all, and I will restore it all. What was meant to break you will bless you. What was spoken against you will strengthen you. And what they told others about you will become the testimony of how I stood by your side. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are mine, and no rumor, no rejection, no misunderstanding can change that truth. So, let them speak. Let them say what they must. For soon, I will show who you truly are, a soul anointed, chosen, and unstoppable in my light. There are things you cannot see, my beloved, things that live deep inside the heart of the one who once held your soul so closely. The words they are speaking now, the sharp tones that cut through the air, the stories that twist your image, they are not born from hatred alone. They are born from turmoil, from guilt that has been building within them like a quiet storm. They are not only speaking about you, they are speaking through their own pain. Every harsh sentence, every exaggerated tale is an echo of what they feel about themselves. They are trying to convince others of a story because they are desperately trying to convince themselves. You see, they once believed they could move on, that pushing you away would bring peace. But now that peace eludes them. And instead of facing the truth, that they are broken without you, that they regret the choices they made, they are building walls of words to protect their fragile pride. Your soulmate is not your enemy. They are a soul at war with their reflection. Their heart remembers you in silence, even as their mouth speaks against you. When they tell others, they were not who I thought, what they truly mean is, I cannot face what I became when I lost them. They are haunted by the light you brought into their life. You challenged them to grow, to face their shadows, to become better. And not every soul is ready to face such reflection. You were a mirror to them, showing both their beauty and their brokenness. But when the mirror began to reveal too much truth, they chose to shatter it rather than look deeper. Now they are left with fragments, memories of you that they can't completely hate, but also can't bear to love. So, they talk. They tell stories that twist the edges of reality, hoping that by painting you in a darker light, their own mistakes will appear softer. But no one can escape truth forever. The words they speak now are seeds, and those seeds will one day grow into realization, watered by the tears of regret. You may not see it, but I am already working within their spirit. Their sleepless nights are not without purpose. The emptiness they feel is not random. When they try to laugh with others, a quiet ache follows. When they speak ill of you, their heart contracts, because deep down, they know that every word they speak against you dishonors something sacred, the love that once connected both of you. I have placed my hand upon their heart, and though they resist it now, my touch is stirring their conscience. Every time they try to blame you, they remember a moment when you stood by them. Every time they try to convince others of your faults, I remind them of your forgiveness, your patience, your prayers for them. Do you remember those nights, my child, when you wept for their healing? When you whispered, God, please help them understand? Those prayers were not wasted. They are rising now, surrounding that soul-like unseen light, pressing gently upon the walls they built. Your love is still working as a force of heaven, not to punish, but to awaken. They are being refined through their own words. Each lie will return to them as a lesson. Each judgment they cast will mirror back until they understand. And when the realization dawns, when they finally see what they have done, tears will fall, not because of you, but because they will finally meet themselves in the mirror of truth. I am not allowing this storm to destroy your bond, I am allowing it to cleanse it. What was once filled with illusions will be purified. They will come to understand the weight of their actions, and in that moment, they will remember the softness in your eyes, the forgiveness in your silence, the steadiness of your faith. Do not be deceived by appearances, my beloved. When they laugh with others, when they act confident and unbothered, I see the truth behind their mask. I see the trembling hands when they scroll through old messages. I see the heart that skips when they hear your name. I see the tears that fall when they think no one is watching. They are trying to hide their heartbreak beneath pride, but pride is a fragile shield, and soon, it will crack. Do not rush to defend yourself. Do not try to correct their stories. Let time and my justice reveal what must be revealed. I am teaching you something far greater than vindication. I am teaching you to trust my unseen justice. You will not need to fight for your name, for I will speak for you in ways you cannot imagine. You may feel betrayed, but I want you to see deeper. What they are doing is not only a betrayal of you, it is a cry for help from a soul drowning in its own shadows. They are not free. Their conscience follows them like a whisper they cannot silence. They may tell others that they no longer care, but their spirit trembles every time your memory surfaces. They may say you were false, but they can't forget the way you truly loved. I am breaking them open, not to hurt them, but to heal them. Their pride must fall before their heart can rise. Their words must wound them before they can understand the wound they gave to you. And when that moment comes, when they finally see, I will not let bitterness consume you. I will prepare your heart with compassion, so when they reach for forgiveness, you will be able to give it without bitterness. Remember, my beloved, every soul that hurts you is still my creation. I do not only love you, I love them too. My desire is not to punish but to purify. I am bringing them to their knees, not to humiliate them, but to bring them closer to me, and in doing so, closer to truth. Even now, I am guiding circumstances to awaken them. The people they are confiding in will soon turn silent. The attention they seek will fade. Their words will lose power, and they will be left with nothing but the echo of what they've done. And in that quiet moment, my light will pierce their heart. They will see the one they hurt and realize that what they spoke against you was a reflection of their own fear. You, my beloved, are not to chase them or prove yourself. Your only task is to remain still and let me move. Keep walking in peace, even when misunderstood. Keep your heart open, even when rejected. Keep your eyes on me, for I am weaving something divine in this pain. Soon, your soulmate will reach a point where they cannot escape their truth any longer. They will remember the purity of your love, how you held them when they were weak, how you spoke life into their fears, how you stayed when others left. That remembrance will haunt them not to break them, but to awaken their soul. Do not curse the pain that brought you here, for it is the same pain that will lead them back to honesty, humility, and repentance. Their pride is being dismantled. Their heart is being softened. They are learning that the love they once doubted was, in fact, the love sent from heaven to save them. This is not the end, my child. This is the breaking before the mending. This is where both of your souls are being stripped of illusion and ego so that what remains is truth, truth that cannot be shaken by fear or pride. Trust me with their transformation. Trust me with your healing. You may not see progress, but the fire is working. I am using every harsh word they spoke as the very tool that will carve humility into their spirit. Soon, you will witness a change, not because of what you said, but because of what I have done within them. They will look back and realize the gravity of their words. And when they do, they will seek not only to apologize to you but also to seek peace with me. So be still, my beloved. The war in their heart is not your battle to fight. You have already won by choosing peace. You have already overcome by choosing love. I am the one handling what your eyes cannot see, the hidden battle within your soulmate's soul. There comes a time, my beloved child, when truth begins to walk silently through the ruins of lies. It does not rush. It does not shout. It simply waits for the noise to tire itself out. And now, that time is approaching for you. For every false word spoken against you, I have written a moment of revelation that will soon arrive, a moment when truth will rise like dawn, steady and undeniable. Your soulmate has spoken their version, but I am the keeper of all truth. I do not see with human eyes, nor do I measure right and wrong by appearances. I look at hearts, at motives, at the invisible pain that drives words into the air. And I tell you now, my beloved, the truth of who you are cannot be buried beneath their story. It is alive. It breathes in the purity of your actions, in the love that still lingers in the space between you, even after all that was said. The world sees fragments, but I see the whole picture. I saw when you tried to make things right, but your efforts were twisted. I saw when you stayed silent while your heart ached, refusing to match their cruelty with your own. I saw the tears you wiped away quickly before anyone could see. I saw how you whispered prayers for their peace even while they accused you. And I have gathered all those tears. I have counted every breath you took in pain. I am weaving those moments into something greater than you can imagine. Do not be afraid, my child, truth is already on its way to reveal itself. The divine mirror is being lifted now. It reflects not only what was done but why it was done. Soon, the truth will shine so clearly that even those who once judged you will see. For I am a God of justice, and I never allow deception to live forever. The truth has its own divine rhythm, it arrives not when you demand it, but when hearts are ready to receive it. I know that you have wanted to speak your side, to explain yourself, to tell the world how deeply you loved and how wrongly you were painted. But I say to you, remain still. You do not need to defend what I am already defending. You do not need to speak when heaven itself is preparing to speak for you. The time of silence was not punishment, it was protection. I was keeping you from fighting battles that were beneath your purpose. I was shielding you from words that would only drain your spirit. Because when truth walks in, it does not need an army. It stands alone, radiant and self-sufficient. Your soulmate will soon face that mirror of truth. They will see themselves clearly, not through the lens of anger, not through the stories they told others, but through the eyes of the Spirit. I will show them what they lost, not to torment them but to awaken compassion. They will feel the weight of every lie, the sting of every accusation, the emptiness that comes from betraying love. And when that happens, the truth about you will no longer be something they deny, it will be something they cannot escape. But my child, understand this, the revelation of truth is never about revenge. It is about setting both souls free. When the mirror turns, it will not only clear your name, it will heal what pride once destroyed. I am not just revealing what was hidden, I am rebuilding what was broken. There is a difference between human truth and divine truth. Human truth seeks validation, divine truth seeks transformation. Human truth says, I was right. Divine truth whispers, now I understand. And I am bringing that divine understanding into your story. The truth that is rising will not just justify you, it will purify you. It will make your love deeper, your compassion stronger, and your peace unshakable. You have been walking through fire, but that fire has refined you. You have lost people who believed lies, but you have gained wisdom that no one can take from you. You have been misunderstood, but you have learned to find comfort in my understanding alone. That is the power of truth, it draws you closer to me. Your soulmate will learn this too. When their world starts to feel heavy, when the people they confided in turn silent, when their pride begins to crumble, they will remember you, not the version they created, but the real you. They will remember your voice, your gentleness, your forgiveness. They will realize that the one they accused was the one who always prayed for their healing. That realization will be their mirror, and it will humble them. My beloved, I want you to know that every misunderstanding carries a divine purpose. Without the misunderstanding, there could be no revelation. Without the betrayal, there could be no purification. Without the false stories, there could be no triumph of truth. You are not being humiliated, you are being prepared for honor. Even now, I am aligning hearts, circumstances, and timing. There will come a moment when the truth will not only be seen, it will be felt. The atmosphere around your name will change. The same mouths that once repeated lies will begin to speak blessings. The same eyes that once judged you will look at you with awe, wondering how you survived the fire without bitterness. That will be your testimony, not that you were right, but that you remained kind. I am polishing your soul like a mirror. Through you, others will see my reflection. When they see your grace in the face of gossip, they will see me. When they see your silence shining louder than accusation, they will see my peace. You are becoming a living reflection of truth itself. Do not let the temporary darkness fool you. Lies burn quickly, but truth endures forever. Falsehood needs an audience, truth stands alone. Right now, your silence is echoing through heaven. Angels are carrying your name with honor before my throne, and I am declaring that justice is near. Your soulmate will come to know this too. The mirror that reflects truth will not destroy them, it will heal them. It will strip away the pride that blinded them and open their eyes to see what you truly were, a divine gift they could not understand at the time. And when they finally see, they will weep, not from guilt alone, but from gratitude that I did not let them remain lost. Do not fear the waiting, my beloved. Every moment of delay is a layer of grace. Every day that passes brings revelation closer. Truth grows quietly, like dawn before sunrise. One morning, without warning, the light will break through. And when it does, everything that was said against you will lose its power. You will not need to announce your vindication. People will simply know. They will feel the peace around you and sense that heaven stands with you. You will walk into rooms where your name was once doubted, and they will fall silent, not out of guilt but out of reverence for the presence that now surrounds you. For truth carries my anointing. And your soulmate, the one who spoke against you, will be the first to feel it. Their heart will soften. They will see you in their dreams, not as an enemy but as a reflection of grace. They will begin to pray again, whispering your name not with bitterness, but with remorse. That is how I turn lies into redemption. You, my child, are walking through one of the most sacred transformations a soul can experience, the kind where silence becomes strength, pain becomes purpose, and truth becomes freedom. You are not just being vindicated, you are being elevated. So stand firm. Keep your spirit gentle. Let me handle what you cannot see. For the mirror of divine truth is already turning, and soon, it will reflect the light that never fades, the truth that you are, and have always been, my chosen one. My beloved child, the winds are shifting. The silence that once felt endless is beginning to move with divine purpose. You may not see it yet, but hearts are changing, especially the one that once wounded you the most. The same soul that spoke your name with anger is now whispering it with regret. The same voice that spread pain is beginning to tremble under the weight of truth. I told you to be still, and you listened. I asked you to trust, and you obeyed. Now watch what happens when obedience meets divine timing. I am turning hearts, not through force, not through fear, but through awakening. The one who once denied you is now starting to feel what they buried. The anger that once fueled their words is fading into exhaustion. They are growing tired of the story they told themselves, tired of pretending they do not care. Their pride is beginning to feel like a prison. Their laughter has become hollow, their conversations shallow. The mask they wore to appear strong is beginning to crack. You see, my child, guilt has a sound that even heaven hears. It's in their quiet sighs, in the moments when they stop mid-sentence because a memory of you rises. It's in the way their chest tightens when someone mentions your name. I have allowed this restlessness because it is the soil where humility begins to grow. They are remembering, not the arguments, not the words they twisted, but the purity that once lived between you. They are remembering your patience, your tenderness, the way you looked at them with eyes that saw beyond their flaws. And it is this remembrance that I am using to open their heart again. They tried to replace you with distraction. They surrounded themselves with people who agreed with their version of events. But no amount of agreement can silence conviction. For the truth I placed inside them is beginning to rise, and it will not let them rest until they face what they have done. My beloved, I know you wanted them to understand sooner. You prayed for that day when their eyes would open. And though it felt delayed, it was never denied. I was preparing their heart for this very moment, when pride would fail, and truth would take root. Because a heart full of pride cannot truly love, and I desire for both of you to know love in its purest form. They are now walking through the same pain they once gave you. Not as punishment, but as awakening. Every tear you cried is now becoming the mirror through which they see themselves. They are beginning to understand how deeply you loved, how sincerely you tried, how much they misunderstood you. The fog is lifting, and for the first time, they are seeing you as I see you, my chosen, my vessel of grace, my gentle warrior of love. Do you feel the shift, my child? The heaviness that once sat on your spirit is lifting because I am aligning the unseen. Where there was confusion, I am bringing clarity. Where there was pride, I am planting humility. And where there was pain, I am growing compassion. You have not lost what was yours. You have only shed what was false. The love that was meant for you cannot stay buried forever. What is true always returns, but it returns renewed, no longer covered in ego, but wrapped in wisdom. Your soulmate is being humbled, not humiliated. I am showing them the depth of their words, the weight of their actions. They are seeing how easily they believed whispers over truth, how quickly they forgot your kindness. I am letting them feel the emptiness that follows ungratefulness so they may never take pure love for granted again. Do not fear their process, even if it looks painful. Do not rush it, even if your heart longs for closure. Every broken thought in them is a brick I am removing from the walls around their heart. Soon, they will have no walls left, only truth. And in that truth, they will finally remember who you were to them. They will remember the way you stood beside them when no one else did. They will recall how your love remained steady even when they tried to push you away. They will see that the one they accused was the one who carried them in prayer. They will realize that the one they wounded was the one who wished them healing. That realization will not destroy them, it will save them. And while their heart turns, I am turning yours too. You will no longer carry the weight of bitterness. I am softening you, making room for grace where pain once lived. You will not need revenge, you will feel compassion. You will not crave explanation, you will have peace. You will not demand an apology, you will already have understanding. Because, my beloved, you are not just a victim of this story, you are the vessel through which healing will flow. When they come back, they will not find the same version of you they left behind. They will find strength wrapped in serenity, wisdom clothed in gentleness. They will find someone whose silence was not weakness, but divine alignment. This is what I am doing now, transforming both hearts. One is being broken to learn truth, the other is being healed to embody grace. Together, these two transformations will meet in my perfect timing. And when they do, you will both understand why this storm had to happen. I know you still wonder if they will ever truly see the real you. And I tell you, yes, they will. Not because you will prove it, but because I will show it. The very words they once used to harm you will become their own confession of guilt. The stories they spread will unravel until only truth remains. And when they look at you again, they will no longer see a reflection of their anger, they will see my light shining through you. When that day comes, you will not gloat. You will simply smile with peace, knowing that love has completed its circle. You will not remind them of their mistakes, because your spirit will have already risen above them. You will meet them not as the wounded one, but as the healed one. And that, my beloved, will be the most powerful redemption of all. Do not be afraid of what still feels uncertain. Every unanswered question is resting in my hands. Every tear you cried is watering the soil of a divine reconciliation, one that may not look the same, but will feel exactly as it should. For some, reconciliation will come as reunion. For others, it will come as release. But in both, peace will reign. Because I am not only restoring your reputation, I am restoring your heart. I am bringing closure to every open wound. I am removing the bitterness from every scar. You will know that healing is complete when you can hear their name and feel no pain, only gratitude. Gratitude for what they taught you. Gratitude for how it shaped you. Gratitude for how I turned it all for your good. That is where you are heading, into peace that no one can steal. The turning of hearts is my work, not yours. Let me do it fully. Keep loving from a distance. Keep forgiving in silence. Keep believing that even the most shattered connections can become sacred again through my grace. Because I am God, and nothing that is mine is ever truly lost. I will restore in ways that surprise you. I will make the one who doubted your heart become the very one who defends it. And when this happens, you will not even need to say, "I told you so." Your peace will say it for you. Hold on, my beloved. The hearts are turning. The story is shifting. Love, pure, divine, eternal, is finding its way back to where it belongs. The winds that once carried rumors now carry peace. The very voices that once spoke against you have grown quiet, not because they were silenced by fear, but because heaven has rewritten the story. What began as an attack against your name has become the foundation of your awakening. Every wound you endured has become a doorway through which divine light now pours. God looks upon you and smiles, for you have done what few can. You stayed still when the storm screamed your name. You did not defend yourself through anger or vengeance, you allowed truth to defend you in silence. And now, truth rises like the morning sun after the longest night. It reveals everything clearly, who you are, what you carried, and how your heart stayed pure despite the weight of injustice. Your soulmate is now standing in that same light, trembling under its warmth and its power. The mask that once hid their heart has fallen away. In the quiet hours of the night, they have begun to see what they lost when they let ego speak louder than love. Their own words haunt them, not as punishment, but as reflection. They realize that they did not just hurt you, they wounded the very part of themselves that was connected to you. And so God whispers to them too, as gently as He did to you. He does not curse them or cast them aside. Instead, He invites them to return, to truth, to humility, to love. This is not the moment of your humiliation, it is the moment of divine reversal. For every false story told about you, heaven writes a new one, each word dipped in justice and compassion. There comes a time when the divine must make visible what was hidden. The lies that once surrounded you like smoke are now being burned away by God's fire. Every misunderstanding, every twisted perception, every unfair accusation, they are losing power. Where once your heart was heavy with grief, it is now expanding with peace. You are not the same person who once trembled in pain, you have become the embodiment of grace itself. And your soulmate, who once exposed you, now finds themselves exposed before heaven. Not in shame, but in awakening. They see their reflection, not the image they presented to others, but their truth, raw and unfiltered. Tears fall as they begin to understand the depth of your love, the patience you carried, and the silence that protected both of you more than they ever knew. God says, "My child, I have turned what was meant to destroy you into the soil of your victory. I have let their words scatter like seeds in the wind, so that when truth blooms, everyone will see what I planted within you: endurance, faith, and purity of heart." The story was never meant to end in pain. It was meant to reveal your divine strength. And as these words echo through the realm of your spirit, something shifts. The air feels lighter. The heaviness that once rested on your chest begins to lift. You realize that you no longer need to carry the weight of what others think of you. You are no longer defined by their opinions, their judgments, or their narratives. You are defined by the hand of God upon your life. There is movement now, unseen yet undeniable. Doors that were closed because of false words are opening again. People who turned away from you are beginning to feel an unexplainable pull to return. Not to pity you, but to honor you. To see with their own eyes that the one they doubted was never what they were told. Heaven's justice does not need to shout, it simply reveals the truth at the perfect time. And for your soulmate, this revelation is both painful and healing. They are brought to their knees by the realization of what they've done, but also lifted by the mercy that meets them there. Their confessions now flow not from pride, but from repentance. They speak differently now, no longer about what they thought you were, but about who they now see you truly are. They tell others that you were misunderstood, that you were pure, that your love was real even when theirs faltered. The same mouth that once wounded your spirit now becomes the one that restores your honor. God has written this reversal not for revenge, but for redemption. Both souls, yours and theirs, were being refined. One through patience, the other through remorse. And now the divine balance is restored. You may still remember the pain, but it no longer defines you. It has become wisdom now, quiet, deep, and sacred. You have learned that sometimes God allows others to misjudge you so He can reveal Himself as your defender. He lets them speak, only so that when He acts, the contrast between man's judgment and heaven's justice becomes undeniable. Your story is no longer about betrayal, it is about transformation. The same fire that burned through your tears has purified your destiny. The love that was once broken has not died, it has been reborn in a higher form, where truth, humility, and grace lead the way. God says, "I am restoring not only your name but your peace. I am rewriting what was said about you in the language of eternity. I am blessing you in the very places where you were shamed. Those who once looked down on you will now see my glory upon you. And your soulmate, the one who once exposed you, will now become the witness to your divine restoration." And in this moment, heaven itself celebrates, not because someone was punished, but because love was redeemed. Justice has not come through anger, it has come through divine balance. The same energy that was once used to wound you has now been transformed into the light that protects you. You stand now in the center of that light. You are free. You are seen. You are vindicated. Every battle, every tear, every moment you spent questioning your worth, it was all leading here. To this peace. To this recognition that God has always been your witness, your truth, your defender. And as you walk forward, know this, you no longer have to chase explanations or prove your heart. The divine has spoken. The truth has risen. The justice you longed for has arrived, not to destroy, but to heal. Your story is no longer about what they said, it is about what God has declared. And He declares this now over your life: you are restored. You are honored. You are free. The season of being misunderstood has ended. Now begins the season of divine revelation and love's true return. Be still, my child, God says softly, for I have made your truth shine brighter than any shadow that ever touched you.